Hello humans, and welcome to Babs Arcade. And in this episode we're going to be showing you 5 awesome things that the specnext can do. Catch you in a bit. So the first thing that it can do is you can load your original Specky games from tape with the help of an old tape deck. You need to get yourself a audio cable from Retro Computer Shack. I'll put the link in the description. So it's a stereo jack into 2 mono jacks, one for the mic, one for the ear. Get our Spectrum tape. Select browser. Actually, don't want to select browser at all. We go to more, and we go to tape loader. I think we can try the next mode. Just play on tape. This is where you might have to adjust the volume and maybe adjust the tape head to get your old games to work. Can you help with a little screwdriver? And it's crashed. So a quick mess with the volume, adjusting the head slightly, and it seems to be working. Still might crash, still might get a tape load error. Who knows, it's all part of the fun of owning and playing around the Spectrum. Oh, there you go. Ah. Now I believe this particular game is using this bar, yeah. It's quite a cool loader. Normal Susie anyway. So there we go, that's loaded up. Now the second cool, awesome feature of the specnext is, once you've loaded a game from tape, you can press this little yellow button here, and we can move the cursor down to Snapshot, press enter, and then we can select a folder. In this case I'm going to go into Games, Classic 48, and then we can press space for new. Save the snapshot. So we've loaded up Star Strike 2. So Star Strike 2. center, and then that will save that. So once we've created our snapshot, what we can do is load it back up. No tape, no nothing. That calls that. Okay, so the third cool thing that the specnext can do is it's sort of got built-in overclocking. So if we look at the screen here, you'll see that it's set to 3.5 MHz standard speed. While pressing the arrow keys left and right, you can change the speed of the processor. So you've got 3.5, 7, 14, 28. So I'm going to set it now to 14. So 14 megahertz. Click browser. We'll load up Star Striker 2 again. And then, as you can see, straight away, look how quick that is. So this is the game running at standard speed, 3.5 megahertz. So we'll give that a game. So F for sound on, X to start. So straight away, as you can see, it's a lot quicker. But absolutely pants at this. So another awesome feature, awesome feature number 4 of the specnext is the sound chip. As you may know, the upgrade from the 128K from the Spectrum 48K, they implemented a Yamaha chip, which is listed here as a single AY chip, which is pretty awesome. Okay, I know it's not as good as the SID chip on the Commodore 64. But we don't say that. But this game, Delta Shadow, you can select the capabilities of the specnext, which uses 3 of those chips. So you'll hear the difference. So this is the single AY chip which you would find on the 128K Spectrum. And now we'll switch over to the 3 Yamaha chips for the specnext. So now it's using the next sound chips, and as you can hear, a noticeable difference. Just gives it another dimension. So the fourth awesome thing that the specnext can do is if you get yourself a 8-bit DO Bluetooth adapter, you can use modern pads. Also, you can use Mega Drive pads. And if we turn on the next, and press the space bar, we get presented with this menu. and then we can press E for edit options, and then it's highlighted left joy, and then we want to change that by pressing space until we get MD1. So we get MD1, 3 or 6 button joypad, and then we'll press enter to accept the changes. So that's automatically saved the configuration, and we can just soft reset the machine. So what we can do now is load up Delta Shadow, which supports the extra buttons on your joypad. We'll select 7 MHz, which is recommended for that particular game. Browser. And then we'll go into where I've copied the game across to. The next folder. Load it up. So, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, you could either jump and not shoot, because you only had one button. So now I can jump, and I can shoot, and I can change my suit. So that is awesome. So I'm using a modern pad, and I'm using 3 different buttons on a pad on the Spectrum. So the last thing, not the only thing, that I love about the Spectrum Next, one of the cool features, is that it's got its own Internet Explorer that you can download and have a play with. It's called the Next Explorer, and it's a dedicated Spectrum Next Gopher browser, which has been around for a long time, as far as I know. So it's still experimental software, but we can have a look at what it's got to offer. So right, let's give it a go. So up arrow, down, left and right, pages. Nirahashi's Gopher hole with a lot of specky stuff. We'll click on that. That loads up pretty quickly. ZX Spectrum section. Guest book. Put your message. So there's a message. Back to roots. And then we'll go to ZX Spectrum section. and on here we can download the brand new Dizzy game called Wonderful Dizzy, which we can press enter, and that's downloading the file for us, which is really cool because that saves you having to have to eject your SD card, putting it in a SD card reader on your PC, transferring the files and then putting it back on your specky. So there we go, so that's downloaded. Let's have a look to see what else we've got in here. Retro Souls Games Mirror. Oh, we've got BBB Demos Archive. Go on to that. A whole load of demos on here. Death Star 3 by Mayhem. Oh wow, there's loads on here. Now I'm hoping some of these are graphic and music demos like the Rusty Pixels one, which I think they are. There's quite a load on, quite a lot on here. Oh, Last Ninja 2. Let's have a see what that is. Demo files here. So, don't know what that's going to do. We'll download that. It's a .scl file. So we'll have a look now and see what we've downloaded. So we'll reset the next browser, and there we go. We've downloaded Dizzy and Last Ninja 2 SCL. Don't know what that is. That's not loading up. But we've got the brand new Dizzy game. I think this is the 128K Spectrum version. I don't think the next one's out yet. Can still give it a look. So 128K mode. The brand new Wonderful Dizzy game, downloaded direct through Wi-Fi on the Spectrum Next. How awesome is that? So there you go. 5 awesome things that the Spectrum Next can do. I hope you enjoyed that video. Loving this music. So give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Tick that notification bell if you like videos. Leave some comments. I like the comments. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.